So red does an aggression against blue and wins and takes 7 culture. And then takes rockets and oil, develops oil, and upgrades one of the 6 bronzes into an oil, and takes military theory and efficient upgrade for the next. So now there's 2 efficient upgrades to get more oil, I guess. Charlie Chaplin finishes Kremlin. Air Force Reserve military buildup. Alright, so what's red gonna try to do here? Finish fast food. And then what? United Nations with impact of industry? Perhaps? Could be a thing. So for me, Empire State Building would be kind of nice. How does that look? I can't even take it. We're highest on science and resources, but we won't be on resources for long. So what do we do here? I could play an event. We think impact of tech is going to be good for us. Impact of happiness is alright. With St. Pete's, it'll probably be good. Impact of variety, I don't know. What are we going to do this turn? We're going to increase population. Probably. We have an unhappy person. We want to, for spaceflight and impact of tech, try to get some Age 3 techs that don't cost too much. We have professional sports and satellites right here. We probably need to take Air Force at this point, so red doesn't have it. It's a little unfortunate because the pact we played stops us from doing a war or attacking blue. And we may be in a position where that makes a bunch of sense. We're about 20 ahead right now. And red can just keep doing aggressions to take stuff from blue every turn, and we can't. So, I don't know, maybe in the future we want to cancel that pact, and if we're in a position to do a war ourselves. So, what do we do? Well, movies is an Age 3 tech, not the cheapest, not the most expensive. And if we do that, I guess we could also get architecture, because we have it, and then we can build a couple. Now we're getting a lot more culture. Space flight's up to 15. If we did this with our last action, we'd take Air Forces. So we don't get professional sports or satellites. Red may want professional sports, but I already have organized religion, so it's not that much of an upgrade. So if we didn't do this, what are other options if we just wanted to maximize blue? I mean, we could do that. We could journalism, architecture, build one. Here we have corruption. We could build a temple. Still have corruption, but less. This is just not as good. I don't think. I think the movies route is probably better here. And we really need Air Forces. I think that's sort of not negotiable at this point. And this seems to just make a ton of sense to me. I think that's a good turn. Well, I guess we can then talk about events. So variety is okay, happiness is good. Probably want to do happiness here. Let's see how impact attack plays out. So let's do happiness, see what event we get. We are strongest. Oh, that's great. There's that war we were talking about. I guess it's kind of bad. Blue won't be able to defend against red as well. So we're going to get next turn. We'll be at 15. Well, that turn. And then one more. So I think we're going to get this turn. Well, let's see what it looks like at the end. So we take movies. Build a couple, take Air Force. So if we do this, then there's 19, so we're going to be down to 16 here, 14, 10 of that turn, and 6 in that turn. So next turn I could cancel the pact and do a war after that. Or really change the pact to military alliance, really. I didn't get any other good impacts. We do impact of tech next time. And rifleman cannon with Air Force in this. So 13, we can do rifleman and cannon next time and cancel the pact. That would be 13, 12. We would have to get more science from somewhere, because it's going to be 13, 11, 10. So we'll need just a little more science. We can go ahead and do this one though, which might be good enough. And that's 18. So we'll have 22 science. We'll need 18 for these two. So we could do a war last turn. So this is still the right play, I think. Other options could be like researching a military tech or something, but I think this is the right move. So we'll end turn and we're gonna have to get rid of stuff. So we can keep military alliance actually. The war we need. Interesting. That could help us get into this other tactic. So get rid of 7 cards. So we're not playing wealthy territory. Spy we might use. We don't need 2 of these. Impact of tech we might use. Mechanized army we might use. Impact of variety. I think we can get rid of that. Okay, this is going to be tricky. There's a territory we might want. We have to get rid of 4 more. We can probably just let this one go. And then probably let spy go. 2, 3, 4, 5, so 2 more. What do we have? We have this armed aggression, or armed intervention, a colonization card, the war, the alliance. So we can get rid of this colonization card. So now we have this tactic. We have impact of tech. Let's get rid of this aggression, I think. Like, we might use it, but we might get another one, and we can play an impact at the end instead. Same tactic. Impact of balance. It's not that great. Architecture is probably going to be great for us. Although blue is getting some good production, they might be able to get into something here. I'm going to get a government, more culture coming up.